Alright, Senpai viewer. I cannot put it off any longer. I have to get a video up. And I have decided. I'm the all-deciding Cole. God, I feel so fast. What the hell was I playing? Oh! It's because I was playing Resident Evil. Fucking, what's his name? Ethan Winters moves like he's on My 500-Pound Life. That's why I feel like I'm fucking zooming. We're gonna be doing a, every round get a new gun challenge. Inspired by yours truly. Does that work? It's inspired by The Smith Plays. I don't know if I can really say yours truly. Because does yours truly mean me or just like someone awesome? Anyway, fuck it. It's The Smith Plays. If you don't know him, but you're watching my zombies content, you should look him up. He's an absolute OG of the community. He is the whole reason why I wanted to be a YouTuber. And like probably like 3 years later, he convinced me to become a YouTuber. Not like he was talking to me, but in his I Quit video, he okay, I might have fucked up. We're gonna count this as my round 2 gun. Yeah. I already fucked up the challenge. Awesome. When The Smith Plays was quitting his YouTube channel, it inspired me to go make my own. Because with him gone, I could finally win over the zombies community. But actually not. He talked a lot about how you need to do you. Basically, if there's anything in this life, you have to go do it yourself. He got tired of, or like, if you don't want to do, you gotta stop. You're the only person who's gonna do those things for you. So it was extremely motivational, despite it being so sad and my childhood dying. I was also not in a great place, like mentally, but I mean that's the only way you become a YouTuber, is not being okay in the brain. But anyway, so when he was depressed, or at least seemed depressed, he decided he was going to quit YouTube. He wasn't having fun with it anymore. He got so much flack from everybody for doing Fortnite and trying to enjoy himself. Alright, now we're going to buy the Gewehr. Ooh. Depends on how many points, because I'd like to just open up over there, but I don't know how it's going to go down, So, that's the whole reason. And it wasn't even like a seamless thing. It took me a couple of months to like decide that this is what I was going to do. But I've been wanting to be a YouTuber since I was like 12 or 13 years old because of The Smith Plays. So I need to succeed so that means something. So, like, subscribe, Senpai viewer. To support your boy, you know? No other reason. Fuck you! It is not for your personal gain. You might personally gain from it, but it's all for me, because I'm a selfish prick. So. Anyway. So, in the previous video, you might not have watched it, I said I would go play Splatterhouse. And I went and did that, and I'm not feeling it. Okay, I recorded the first video, and it's just not the same, which is actually a total bummer. I really, like, the first time I played Splatterhouse, I loved the game. I was 16. I'm 19 now, by the way. But I was 16, and the girl of my dreams had just kicked my heart in the ass. So I played Splatterhouse. That was like part of the healing process somehow. It's actually kind of funny. Oh, crap. Molotovs. Okay. So, just beating the shit out of weird demon creation things made by Dr. West and listening to metal and coming up with my own ideas for a new Splatterhouse game, which I have been doing for the last 3 years. I've come a long way. It helped me get better, among other things, you know. But Splatterhouse is like my breakup game. Not like I play it every time like I feel all sad, but it really helped me get through a rough time, and I'm a little bummed out that it just doesn't carry the weight despite everything it did for me. So I don't, maybe there was other factors mixed in, but I straight up finally plugged in my PS3 after like I've had a PS4 for like 4 or 5 years at this point. I plugged in my PS3, and I got help from my dad for buying Splatterhouse off of eBay. And eBay back then, Splatterhouse was worth $40 a copy, and now it's worth like 80 to 100. Which is insane to me. The game didn't do very well. The game is, I think horrible is the wrong way to go. But you know when like Call of Duty releases like an unfinished game? Well, back in like the PS3 era, unfinished games weren't as bad. It was still finished. It just, the game flopped because it wasn't very good. It had a lot of issues, like constant frame rate drops and cheap deaths. So it's not like unplayable or anything, but back then that's what a bad game was. The M1 Garand, nice. So I think I'm still gonna play it for Halloween. I just don't think it's gonna be the next thing I play because I'm not inspired to play it. Especially after playing a game that was so badass, Resident Evil 7. I need something that's a bit more badass. My standards have risen. Resident Evil has ruined me. So, does this have lower damage than the Gewehr, or am I just ass? I could be just ass. That's... Boop. Oh yeah. Somehow, Molotovs create crawlers. All right. So, you know what? You know, fuck it. I'm just going to talk about when I was depressed. Son of a bitch. I was depressed for like all of my junior year of high school. Just a shit show altogether. I had a lot of growing up to do. You know, there was this, I'm guessing I'd been not in a great place for a decent amount of time, but I can track it down to the German foreign exchange student, right? And this chick is not in the wrong at all. I think to try to put this on her would be terrible, but basically I was head over heels. For this German foreign exchange student, and she was not into me back, like, at all. She liked this guy called Caden. Caden's fucking awesome. I ended up working with him like a year or two later. Super cool dude. Just awesome. Go figure she was into this guy. So, but she kind of kept leading me on. It was weird because she didn't want to be mean, you know? Oh, fuck it. We're going to keep going. I couldn't give two fucks. I'm telling a story right now. And I have many more. So, and this chick, just for the, like, kept leading me. I had conversations with her. We talked. I'd have a good time. I asked her out on a date, and she said yes. We went to the pizzeria that I work at now. She got tomatoes on her pizza. Friggin' weirdo. We're just going to play Nacht Der Untoten and have fun now. That challenge was ass. But, she couldn't just tell me to fuck off, loser, which is what I needed. I needed that harsh reality, and I never got it. So, I just felt like dying the entire time. So, yeah, that wasn't even the breakup. But honestly, now that I've gotten that off my chest, I don't really want to talk about it. You know? And, I'm starting to remember how sad I was a couple of years ago. But the German foreign exchange student, I did learn a lot. Like how if somebody's not into you, it's not the end of the world. Not everyone is supposed to like you. And I learned that a little later than I needed to have known it. There was another girl who was into me, and I was not into her, right? And she was pissed when I wasn't into her, and she said mean things about me because of it. Which was, not great for the soul. It did not make me feel very good. Oh, shit, I wanted the car. Okay, well, in this beautiful world, I can have both. And that's what I learned. I'm like, oh, shit, I don't like this girl. She likes me, and I just don't have the reciprocated feelings. And it clicked. The German girl made so much sense to me now. I completely understood why I was not entitled to her affection. And it all became clear, and I felt like a complete jackass. So, and I did do some reflection, and I was totally into the German girl because she was exotic. She was from a different country, so she acted and moved and dressed differently than everybody else, and that just made my boner senses tingle. So that was the whole reason. She liked running in cats. That's not for me, man. That is not for me. That, and she was way smarter than I was, because German kids are smarter than California kids. Especially when I'm like this stupid Californian kid who plays Call of Duty Zombies to pass the time and tells dick jokes for a YouTube channel. So this chick had me beat. So this is not relationship advice, by the way. I was just thinking of what I could name the video, right? And I was like, Nacht Der Untoten, but I give relationship advice. But that's not fucking happening. I think you could learn from me, but there's also plenty that you have to do yourself, Senpai viewer. Growing is just failing, but reflecting from it. There is no growth without failure. That's why my penis doesn't work. One of these days, after enough failures, it will work again. Stronger than ever before. At least that's what I keep telling my imaginary anime girlfriend. She does not like the erectile dysfunction. So, but, she's imaginary. So she's just gonna have to get used to my limp dick. I bought the Car 98K and didn't fucking use it. Alright, I'm going off. As soon as I say that, prepares to miss. Oh, it feels good just to do piss poor content, though. I'm happy I decided to take this break. And I only took that break because I didn't make content today. I went and played Splatterhouse. I'm like, nah, not feeling it. It is just not going to make good content. And then I didn't edit my Splatterhouse video. I'll just re-record it probably like two or 3 weeks from now. So, if I get around to playing it, but we have another game. I'm between Alien Isolation. Oh God, yes. Come here, you sexy mofo. I'm between Alien Isolation and Dead Space. I'm trying to keep it festive. I love festivities. Holidays are big for me, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. It's the best. Okay. Now, I know Christmas is great, Thanksgiving, but I love that a holiday, such as Halloween, can be all about thinking about yourself and still bring so much joy to every individual, why it's one of the reasons why I love Halloween. So it also kicks off all of the festive spirit, you know? But unlike Christmas and Thanksgiving, people are drinking so they can tolerate their families. They're just getting fucking schnozzed at a Halloween party. They're drinking because they want to have fun, and not because they're trying not to Kurt Cobain themselves. That might be a little insensitive. But he's been dead for a really long time. And he did commit suicide. He didn't die in like a tragic shootout. So now I understand that suicide is a big deal, and wanting to commit suicide is well, it's really sad. But at the end of the day, you do it to yourself. You know, it's I don't know, wanting to commit suicide and wanting to go off yourself, that is sad. But I think when you do it, it's the choice you made. There's no going back. You know, there's no getting better. That is it. Oh God, yes, I'm getting all the sexy guns. Yeah, I'm gonna a lot. I'm gonna until I come up with my next counterpoint. Like, I don't know, it's hard to feel bad for people who did commit suicide, you know? I say you know a lot. I've realized that habit, and I hate it, and every time I say you know, it, I say and you know quite a bit. I just want to go get a dictionary. So, but I can't read, Senpai viewer. It's a little problematic. Yeah, I just snorted microphone juices. I don't... Does your microphone have, like, juices? I don't know if, like, my microphone ejaculates from time to time. I don't know, it's got two testicles hanging below. I tickle it sometimes, but it fucks with the audio, so I try not to. So, yeah, my Hypercast mic has testicles. I haven't found the dick tip yet, okay? Semen just seems to come from everywhere inside of it. So, I don't... But, like, I don't want to, like, take it apart because it's, like, a $200 mic, and I'm broke. I work at a pizzeria, and I'm a wannabe YouTuber, so... As you can imagine, I'm not rolling in the dough. So, one day, though, I'll figure out what's going... The scoped Car 98. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to stop myself from umming. Alright. You know, I am... Damn, bro. Guess something you gotta get off your chest? Oh, he thinks he's a fast boy, okay? Well, that's emasculating as fuck, because I was once a second grade child, and I was not the fastest kid in the class. I can't remember the fastest kid in the class. I remember we had, in the 6th grade, we had those guys, right? And the one I remember is, like, Roscoe? He's a super cool dude. I can't remember his name. He moved to Bakersfield, that fucker. But he comes back sometimes. So, yeah, he was fast as fuck, but also chill. See, despite no one understanding that I exist, not understanding, people know, like, I was, like, damn near invisible all of high school. People just don't know who I am. So it always, oh, shit. It always feels good when, like, somebody did realize that, like, I was a person and that I do indeed exist. And, I can't remember his name. I'm just gonna call him Roscoe. He was always said hi and would remember me, and that was cool. So it didn't dawn on me that no one knows I exist until, like, junior year when I was depressed as shit. So, you know, like, if I'd just been, like, an asshole or something, I wouldn't have been completely invisible. But, you know, then what's the point? I don't... I think being invisible is a little bit better than being an asshole. Maybe not for the individual, but just for the planet altogether. I don't know, you tell me, Senpai viewer. Maybe life is less shitty. You know, it gives people things to talk about. Maybe being a shitty person isn't so bad. Oh, yes. Daddy, despite how not great it is my favorite gun in the box is the PTRS. This thing cannot be beat. In headshot, damn it. That's about it. But I still love it. Okay, it's still great. I think it is the most fun weapon to use in World at War. So, I don't know if I'm going to hold on to it forever, though, because I will die. And I'm not playing another round of zombies tonight. So, this will be the video. When I die, it's over. But I wasn't recording. If you guys watched the Verrucht video a little while back, I talk about how we need to bring back teabagging. And I was playing Apex. And this fuse just dropped his sweaty nutsack on me on the new mode, and it was hilarious. And I wasn't recording, and I was so disappointed. So I cannot wait to give proof that teabagging is indeed a good, it's all in good sport. Like I know a lot of people do it to be like sweaty or to like assert dominance, but how many zombies can this pierce? I need it to pierce more. I went quiet there for a second. I was thinking. It's hard for me, okay? Nice. I don't really want to go trade out weapons. I think I got a good setup right now. The PTRS is actually really good. Yeah, on round 7. So, on round 7, the PTRS is unmatched. I don't know what to talk about, Senpai viewer. I'm kind of out. I talked about like the very beginning of my depression and what I think kicked it off. But to be honest, I'm like, it got really uncomfortable for me fast. You know, it's not like it still bothers me. I know it's like what was wrong with me, but it's just it's weird to talk about. You know, and I don't really want to be like some like sob story like, oh, I was depressed for so long. I mean, I wasn't a good person while I did it either. You know, I felt shitty and I made other people feel like shit too. It wasn't good. I wasn't some like sad, wholesome character like Eeyore. So I was a piece of shit. And I still am, but I'm like a happier, probably less shittier piece of shit person. So it's not meant to pull at the heartstrings, you know, build awareness for hating life. I think a majority of people hate that already. I might have fucked up. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Haha, bitches! Alright, that went well. Dude, I'm not like I try to be a good person, but I'm not just like some remarkable guy. So, and while I was depressed, I was not the breakup where I felt like shit and wanted to die even more than I already did. It was I put a lot on a person who didn't deserve it, and then when I didn't get what I wanted, I acted like an even bigger douchebag. So yeah. I think that's, yeah. I don't know, I definitely think a part of not being depressed anymore was enlightenment. It feels. It was understanding more, and being able to deal with myself in a better way. So, I think that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is figuring yourself out. You know, you know. Once again, of course, I said that. It's you know, it's fuck. Really gotta find. Yeah, I'm just gonna start saying like dick cheese. That'll be my transition statement. All right, now I just can't move for jack shit. Like, training is now hard. All right, now that we have this. Of course. Yeah, that'll do. I had to do a lot of soul searching during the time when I was getting better, like the peak of my depression. It was during the pandemic. So I got my heart got kicked in the dick right as everything got closed off and there was no more school, which was great because I had completely fallen apart at that point. After my heart suffered from testicular torture, I kind of gave up on everything, and I'm pretty certain I only passed all my classes my junior year because class ended before they could get any worse. So there's that. Shit. I kind of got lucky with that. I had a test like 2 days before the school shut down in geometry. I failed geometry once before, and I would have done it again had my junior year not ended early. That was kind of dope. So that is nice. I don't know if I could have actually ever passed geometry. I think about it. Yeah, you don't get points for the bombs in this one. If you haven't realized, this is just OG Nacht. Now, not everyone knows that. Not everyone's played OG Nacht or even knows what Nacht Der Untoten is. And that's totally cool. There was a time when I was a young novice in the zombie community, and I didn't know what this map was. I started on like Black Ops 2 and played mostly 3. I didn't know what Nacht Der Untoten was until Chronicles came out. Alrighty. You know, honestly, I'm kind of... I don't know what else to talk about. You know, I could bring up more tangents about being a shitty person while I was depressed. But I think I'm good. Oh. That insta-kill was not doing insta-kill things. I started playing this game. Oh, hey, I'm not dead. This super glue zombie almost got me, though. I started playing Marvel Contest of Champions again. I play, like, the sweatiest games. I'm, like, the most... Not in Champions. I'm pretty casual in Apex, though. I'm a Mirage main. And I play Loba, too. Because that's what Mirage main's Pokemon style evolve into is Loba. So you go from pretty boy to dummy thick Latina chick, and God, is it worth it. No, I'm thinking about the double barrel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the double barrel. I'm gonna FUD your asses. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get back to the part of the map that I want to be in. So we're just gonna hold out here for a bit. There is a 24 spawn though, so I can pick them off beforehand. I don't actually have to train them up. That insta-kill is never going to be in my hands. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. You guys want to see some top-tier Nacht Der Untoten plays? I just throw a grenade and kill myself. Aw, yeah. Okay. The shitty Elmer Fudd. But to be fair, Elmer Fudd never, from the amount of Looney Tunes that I've watched, Elmer Fudd failed every single time. And that's because his adversary was Bugs Bunny. See, Bugs Bunny was unkillable. He was the Chuck Norris of Looney Tunes characters. And I think that's kind of like a flaw to his character. Because I'm cooler than all you Bugs Bunny fans. I'm a Daffy Duck fan. Enthusiast, if you will. It's because you never know. You get Daffy Duck on screen, and you never know if he's gonna win or not. And I think it makes him more interesting as a character. And he's an asshole. You know, Bugs Bunny, he's an asshole, but like everyone likes him because he always succeeds. He's always somehow in the right. But Daffy Duck can be wrong. You know, it's really funny when he has to fix himself. So, sort himself out. So, I think growing as a person is understanding that you can be wrong. It's okay, and you can fix it, and you can admit to it. I think it's a big part of what stopped me from being an insufferable jackass. Was learning that it's okay to be wrong. I think a lot of guys, the most dickbag guys, who are always talking about how cool they are, and they're always assholes to everybody, and they care about their accomplishments, is because they were taught young and light that it's not okay to fail. That when you fuck up, it's wrong. So they deny, and just make it disappear. It didn't happen, because if I were to be associated with doing something so horrible as to be wrong or make a mistake, it's just not worth it, you know? I can't do that. And I think that's why that makes the whole, and this is with quotations, as much as I can make with the controller in my hands, toxic masculinity. It's not like I thought is like, it's impossible that I'm wrong. Because while I was like that, in just a complete asswipe, I did say, like, yeah, I can be wrong. Except I always had an answer to everything, and I could never admit when I was wrong. So, it's, you don't need an answer for everything. You know, it's okay not to know something. It's okay to fuck something up. Now, it's not okay to be like, oh yeah, I fucked that up, and then just not give a shit, you know? I think it's really only okay to fuck up if either A, it doesn't affect anybody else. Oh, and that's it. Well, I'm gonna finish my point. I think it's okay to mess up, but there's certain circumstances. It's important to accept that you can make mistakes, but to put it on other people and be like, yeah, I fucked up, now it's your problem. I think that's wrong. I think it's okay to make mistakes if you're willing to fix it. Or if you can understand, realize you fucked up, and then fix it from there. Because there are plenty of mistakes. It doesn't matter how open-minded you are. If you fuck up, you fucked up. And it's you have to pay the price for that. You know, you can't just say everyone makes mistakes, because it is a legitimate problem. You done fucked up. But I think it's important to accept that either way, whether it's okay or not. And that's where a lot of people don't. And that's what I believe creates toxic masculinity. I also don't think it's as big of a deal as everybody preaches. So, I totally used to be like the toxic masculinity, because you know every guy's been 14 years old, and I was that asshole 14-year-old until everyone was like, yeah, bro, you're kind of a dick. And from there on, I created my want to not be a shitty person. So, I don't know if you understood whatever I just said. I kind of just sound like Bo Jiden for a second. I think I sounded like Bo Jiden to me. If that makes any sense, you can say you made a mistake and it not be all right, and it not to be the end of the world. It's important to understand that you made a mistake and try to fix it. So mistakes are not a good thing. They're just also not a bad thing. And I do believe that they're completely necessary to becoming a better person. If I didn't just completely contradict myself. That is my understanding of making mistakes. Okay, I fuck up all the time. I am screw up numero uno. You can't beat me, okay? I am the heavyweight champion of fucking things up. But I put a lot of work into fixing that and understanding that I fuck things up. And it never feels good, man. I never go like, oh yeah, I made a mistake, but that's okay. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. Every time I fuck up like that, it hurts a little bit on the inside. I think of what I could have done better, and the next time, I try to do a better job. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave off with that. Take what you will from that. Either way, Senpai viewer, I think you're a beautiful man. Stay sexy. The tip of the day... Well, I hope you got something from everything I rambled on about. You know, the tip of the day, I guess, was the whole video. I got to come up with a... what to name this video now. So... I think I got it. I think I just came up with it. Have a good night, Senpai viewer. Keep on keeping on, man. Women.